On to the next one, dead, I'm dead, and I'm on to the next.
Yeah, and then I go to waste.
Still keeping me down. Dead. On to the next one, dead, I'm dead, and I'm on to the next.
Yeah, and then I go to waste.
Hello, everybody, and welcome again to Keystone Film Review. We saw Studio 666.
The devil's coming for you.
The devil. Studio 666, presented by the Foo Fighters, starring the Foo Fighters, and it is a comedy horror film.
Yep.
The story by Dave Grohl himself, and it is a movie that indeed exists. As much as it sounds like a joke,
Yep.
it indeed exists.
They apparently were recording in this like a haunted house, and then I guess Dave just had the idea of filming a whole movie there as well. It was just like let's
And because he's Dave Grohl, he got money super easily for it.
Oh yeah, he was just casually gonna make a low budget horror movie apparently.
And they're like,
it's all credit from Hot Ones on his episode there. He's
Yeah.
like, I just wanted to make a low budget horror film, and me being the bad guy, I guess. And next thing you know, they just threw millions of dollars at us to make a whole thing. It was crazy wild.
must be nice.
Right?
Must be. I struggled to get $1,000 for my last movie.
Yeah.
Just $1,000. Just $1,000, and I struggled. Not that I think I'm like entitled to it,
Yeah.
but it was hard to get that $1,000.
Just be a fucking rock star, dude. But yeah, super out of the random movie to exist out there.
Very random. Scared Cyrano away. Cyrano is supposed to come out this weekend.
Cyrano.
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 Cyrano de Bergerac.
Was
It's de
like-
Bergerac.
Oh, we're totally not going to open the same week as that. What the fuck?
I'm sure there are other reasons, but that's kind of what it seems
Yeah.
like. But this movie was more fun than I expected it to be.
Yeah, a lot more fun
Yeah.
than anybody could have expected it to be, actually.
Yeah.
It's very hilarious. The band just seemed to just have fun with they just played themselves, obviously, and just poked jabs at themselves and stuff
Yeah.
like that, especially Dave Grohl.
Not good performances, but fun performances.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna go around and like change their career here.
Yeah, it's
Or rave review about their acting, but they had fun, and you could feel the fun coming through the screen, and that's what's important with this.
They've always had fun in their music videos. Like they've always just played the most ridiculous, roles in their videos, and like so on and so forth. But this felt like one really long music video.
Yeah,
Just
a little too long.
A little too long. I will say.
Like I enjoyed it, but especially like the end of the second act just felt like it dragged on a bit. That's when I feel like you and I were on our phones the most.
Yeah, it could have shaved about 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
15,
maybe.
20. Yeah, 15 to 20, 25 tops, but it is directed by BJ McDonald? BJ something or other. But he's a music video director who has done like a lot of Slayer videos. He's done BJ McDonald. I feel like he's probably done a Foo Fighters video at some point. Exodus,
Well, he definitely
Slayer.
has now.
Yeah. Slayer. Yeah, he's like Slayer's go-to people, or Slayer's go-to dude. So that's kind of also why it felt like a music video, because it is a music video director.
Yeah.
But he did a pretty good job just doing a narrative film. And again, like they just had fun with that. Like, there's a lot of silly gags in it. A lot of
Pat Smear's absolutely hilarious.
Pat Smear is the star of this movie. Dave Grohl's great in it.
Yeah.
But Pat Smear they make him into a cartoon. I don't know how he is in real life, but there's one point where like he's sleeping on the counter or in the kitchen. He's sleeping in the kitchen, and he has a cute little nightcap on, like that game that has like the Don't Wake Dad.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
he shoots up and the hat flies off. It reminded me of that. But it is, or in Duck Soup. I know you haven't seen Duck Soup, but they wear hats like that in Duck Soup. Just an old nightcap. But yeah, Pat Smear was great in it. He was so fucking funny. And again, the performances aren't great, but like...
Yeah, they're all actors just from music videos. I
Yeah.
mean, Dave's been in a lot of stuff, Tenacious D, and, well, obviously there's other things out
Yeah.
there, but that's the first thing. He played the devil in Tenacious D.
That's Pick a Destiny. Yeah.
But yeah, they're all music video actors at most. So they're all hilarious. They all poke jabs at each other, and just where they stand on the realm of reality, and they just, I'm a fucking rock star. I get parking spaces wherever I want. Goddamn it, them's the rules.
Yeah, there's a lot of really stupid shit, but
Yeah.
it kind of reminded me of and I'm not saying this to like brag or anything. Like the quality is definitely a lot better than this, but like the style and the writing of the film reminded me of like the movies I made with my friends in high school, where it's just like really stupid, overly meta jokes, where it's just like it knew what it was trying to be and did. And I don't mean overly in a bad way, because it was still really fun, but it's just like nose.
On it,
through the nose.
It's very visually kind of like impressive. It's a way more impressive than I thought it would be. B, way more impressive than most movies.
Most horror movies,
for sure.
Yeah, like there's decapitated heads that like look very real, but you can tell that they are either a combination of practical and CGI. They're not full CGI. It's like a combination of practical and CGI,
and
or just full practical.
Yeah.
And it looks really good. I don't want to give anything away, but there is one character in particular where his severed head looks spot on like him.
Yep.
Where like I was kind of like, did they just green screen his head and like cut this part off? But then the head is thrown, and it's like, no, that is at the very least a combination of practical and it's still very believable. Obviously I haven't seen a severed head in real life, so I'm guessing it's believable. But it definitely went harder on the special effects than it needed to.
For sure, it did.
Yeah.
I don't know. For just a random movie on a random given Thursday, this was kind of out of the ballpark. Knocked it out. It was great. It had a lot of laughs. It was a little bit slow in certain parts, but other than that, it was fucking hilarious.
A nice cameo from a certain what would you call him? R&B pop singer.
Yeah.
I don't want to give anything else away, but it is hilarious and. So I sing that particular song all the time.
It's very random and just
very random, but it was great,
super hilarious.
Yeah, you could tell Dave Grohl called in some favors from friends, and he's a rock star. He gets parking wherever he wants. Them's the rules.
Them's do be the rules.
Them's do be the rules. It's just a fun movie. It's not gonna blow anyone's minds.
I don't know if they dropped the album already or what's going on with that, but I haven't listened to one of their albums since the one that came out in 2007, which I'm blanking on, and I looked it up.
I haven't listened to
not that
anything
long
from theirs
ago.
except for that song that we were singing in the beginning that I don't remember the name of.
Yeah, I haven't listened to an album since Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming they're either dropping one soon or they just did this for fucking fun, and who... I don't know. I could have sworn they were dropping an album soon.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. It's just a fun movie. You're not gonna like if you're going in expecting more than just dumb, stupid fun.
Yep.
You're going in for the wrong reasons. There's not a lot of Foo Fighters music. They play one song, which is like the kind of the whole plot of it.
Yeah.
Over and over. It's not Foo Fighters style at all. It's more like just metal, which I love metal more than I like the Foo Fighters. So I was digging that. Not that I have anything against the Foo Fighters, but I was just like, this is a jam, if you will.
Dave Grohl's probably behind us.
But I would give this, 3 out of 5. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just a fun, like you said, fun Thursday night movie, especially in February.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. 3, solid fun, just enjoyable.
Yeah,
just laughs, all laughs and gas.
Laughs and gas. I'm so sorry. I had mango habanero wings before we watched the movie, and it is not agreeing with me.
But yeah, very fun. Would
Yes.
recommend if you just A, like the Foo Fighters,
Yeah.
and B, like, shitty horror movies. Not that this is a shitty one on purpose. Like it did that on purpose.
And you could tell they had fun, and that's the biggest takeaway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I'm gonna watch a bad movie, I want it to feel like they actually had fun making it.
Yep.
So, and again, this isn't a bad movie.
No,
it's just not great either. It's fun.
It's
but
great.
Yes.
Dead!
On to the next one! Dead! I'm dead!